Hello, Kim. Hello. Just getting things out the way. Moving tubes and stuff. Just been done a water change on that one. Just doing water changes on this one, and this one I can turn off now. Just turn off, and then it goes off. Good morning, Mark. Say Mark. Oh, boy, it's cold. Bloody freezing. Hey guys, so I'm just doing some water changes. I never do water changes in the daytime, I always prefer to do them at night. Just changed all the sediment filters in my RO unit, so that's all fresh and new for another 6 months. Do my HMA filter from my tap water next week. KY, what does that mean? 52 Semra. Is that Turkish? Welcome in, sir. Horses? No horses here, just fish. Nee horses here. Or as in seahorses. No, don't keep goldfish, just tropical freshwater. Like your African species, your South American species. Nope, I don't keep salt water either, just fresh water. Tropical fresh water. Although that's a very common question on here, do I keep sharks? But the answer is no. I'd need a very big tank. There's my red shrimp. Move the water thing out of the way. Whistler, yeah, it's Nottinghamshire had snow over the last 2 days. We had a bit. It's snowed again this evening. But it's certainly cold. -3 outside, I think, which is for November in the UK. It's pretty cold. But I'm alright in here. My room's sitting at 25 Celsius. Doing alright, thank you. Just been doing some water changes. Just keeping up to track on the maintenance. Hello, Rebecca. Been watching your videos, finding them very interesting on the fish foods and the brands. Breaking it down basically. Makes for very interesting watching. One thing I do though, when I look at a food brand, I always check the ingredients. It's just something I think that's my autistic mind at work. I kind of delve deep into something. I don't just look at a fish food and pick it up. I'm not a big hickory fan. Well, this is it. I've tried Dr. Basler, and I'll be honest, I found Dr. Basler to make my tanks absolutely stink. Like stink. My fish run was just, and that to me is not a good thing. I do use Tetra. Just done some fresh brine. Give the there we go. Hello, Phantom. I hope Craig's treating you nice. Some in here, let these all go to work on them. I've got these ones, Rebecca, Fish Science. I'll be honest, I didn't like the flake food. The flake food on Fish Science makes your tanks absolutely stink. But I do use these. The Corridorus tablets. I'm not sure what to make. Not sure what to make of them yet. Very strong smelling of garlic. Back in your cage, Phantom. Just get some brine. I've got these now, Rebecca. Some peacock gobies, and they've already bred. I've got the babies. They haven't been easy to raise either. Got the babies in there. Oh, if I can get focus. Why won't it get focus? There we are. There's quite a lot in there actually, but they seem to stay at the bottom. Peacock gobies. I've also got Madagascan rainbows. I'm really enjoying them. My stay-by have been breeding, so I've got eggs from them. Hi Greg. Just got a tank. I've got a group of 10 orange Venezuelans eating like piggies. Got a pair of apistogramma from Simsey's, Rebecca. I ordered Hongsloy and that is a VA hair. They sent me the wrong. The ones they sent me originally died, which was Hongsloy, and they sent me these. But I didn't even order. So ignore that sound because they're not that. It's definitely not a Hongsloy. So we'll be using Sims again. It's supposed to be 4cm Synodontis petricola. They're a good 4 or 5 inches. Hiya, God. Long time no see. Yeah, that's the one, McMaster. At first I thought it was a Vieja, but it's not. It's a McMaster. But I'm not best pleased with Sims. They certainly don't know how to insulate a box and keep the heat pack warm. They'll not be used again. And the Lucipinis, what's now had its name changed to the Pygmy petricola, there was microscopic. Oh, they're eating what I was feeding is baby brine shrimp. I harvest it myself. Then it goes through a filter, through a net. Then I sieved it. Then that's in there, arrow water. Then I pick the tank I want them to go in. For instance, I'll do the curries because they're just pigs. Put that in there. They should ask at least anyways. It does my head in. I've had it happen to me when I was on that app Band. I looked at some pictures for some plants for sale and I thought, hang on a minute, them plants look very familiar. I looked back and there was all my pictures. So they were selling their plants using my pictures. Welcome in, everyone. Long time no see, Kim. I should start forgetting about pictures. I've got some good pictures, but I tend not to use them. I'm noticing a lot of them use the same generic photos as well. But I won't use Sims again. Talk about misidentifying fish and stuff. And they certainly sent me the wrong size fish. Hey, Geoff. This is the buyers of the Buyersville. But yeah, I've just harvested brine, so everything's had brine shrimp. Happily fed. Happy fish, happy Rob. My discus like usual. Oh, let's move that cleaner out the way. The minute I go near the tank, watch this. Woohoo! The little piggies. Get off my finger. Feed them actually. I think I'll give them some Sarah Staple discus. Very small fish I got sent. I ordered some, I know they're a neon and they're a dwarf, but you should have seen the size of the neon dwarf rainbows I got. In fact, the size of the Pseudomobile furcatus I got from them shouldn't have been sold in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. I've not had I've not had problems with Chopco Sims. First time it was just, yeah, it was like, why did I waste all my, because I spent £300. No, is here, Freddie. Natsunai, thank you about the, yeah, nice discus, greedy little pigs. Even this one that's smaller, which had the hole in the eye, it's healed now totally. Even that's starting to eat, because they get California black worms every other day, day on, day off. One day late, tomorrow they're due. And you've got these, should change the name to these to bulldogs. Yeah, I've heard good about Abyss, but then I've also seen a few about Abyss buying from in store. But I suppose with any, let's be honest, with any, you'll never get the 100% perfectly run one. You'll get the 95%ers, which is your Premier, your PA, your Wharf, I'm absolutely loving having discus. Wish I'd have had discus many moons ago. I've managed, the fry was really small. I've never seen fry so small from the peacock gobies. I've got a group of 5 Empire gobies coming. Yeah, I know what you mean. My fish is bigger than yours. Welcome in. I've just stripped that tank back and fully emptied it out, new fresh sand, cleaned the filter. So that's empty. I'm just leaving that empty for fry. Welcome in. Thunder. If you know anyone, Rebecca, who's after any shell dwellers for free or is a good keeper, get in touch with me because I've got some to send on. My gold ocellatus, some of my Bashadi, possibly some Julia de Chromis. I want them to go to someone what knows what they're doing. Thank you for subscribing. I've been trying to get I'm trying to get to be able to go live on TikTok. I've been watching a few TikTokers. There's some interesting watching. I was quite surprised actually. There's one guy showed all his discus. He had some studded tags. I was like, wow. I thought my fish room was nice in my head. Look, all the I won't go close because I'll run away. Picking up the brown shrimp. Should change these from corridors to sand pigs, because that's what they are. I've just got the mops in there soaking just to build an ecosystem on, so when I put them in the tank with the rainbows. But yeah, I've got tons of. I've got 2 Lucipinis, which has changed its name out, hasn't it, to the Pygmy Petricola. I don't know where they are. But these are crossed. The dad's an albino and the mum's a normal. And out of them all, Rebecca, I've got 1 albino. And some of them have got black on them. which is weird because it's supposed to be like a blue. Some of them have got freckles. Watts? I did this the other day. About 380 watts. My heaters rarely come on because my tanks always stay on green at 25. But like most of my sponge filters, which are in every tank, is run here, and then that goes into a grommet into PVC pipe, which goes as the air taps all the way along my room, and then it goes down there. So like that powers 37 filters. And then I've just done this new. These are all, as you can see, the filters are brand spanking new. This is my, it's my Arroy system. It has I've turned it from a 4-stage to a 5th stage. I've got colour changing resin in that. And that all goes from there. It goes up there, it goes through this pipe here, behind here, and it comes, this is to check to make sure my TDS is running 0. Then it runs down into this is my soft water aero bin, and this one's my hard water aero bin. And just posters everywhere and spare bags of substrate, water tests, stuff. You name it, I've got it. Then I've got this is a drawer full of lots of aquatic related stuff, like everything. Drawers and drawers of stuff. Every room should have a towel. Bin of water, basically I just, right, you can buy a water butt, yeah, and they're just plastic. So I was like, I'll buy a 200 litre bin. I clean it out every 3 months. Fully emptied, fully rinse out. Hydrogen peroxide it. Let it dry. Fill it back up. I even changed the piping, like, this is due a change. Because after a while I start smelling. Oh, you on your way to work, Craig? How many jobs you got on today, Craig? I reckon 4. But yeah, I've got my fish room running. When Sims delivered my box, Rebecca DX, the full box was put in this because the box was best, 3 bags was best. So I'm like, I'm keeping that, and now that's my wastewater bin. I put the pump behind it into there, switch it on, and it sucks the water up this tube here, out and down into the drain. And as you can notice, it's on wheels. My fish room is to suit my needs, really. That's what I've done. Hosepipe ban. Makes me laugh because we're a country, the UK, surrounded by water, and we can have, you just don't even go there. I've known 1 hosepipe ban in my lifetime. And even then, before an hosepipe, what I'd do before the hosepipe ban come in, I'd probably get an IBC, a few IBC tubs, and I'd store my water. Sea levels are rising, yet we have drought. Yet on big cruise ships, they can easily turn salt water into water for thousands of people at a time to have a shower. and drink. And with our technology today, it's like I was watching something last night, and there's two guys in Norway what have come up with the idea of damming off the North Sea and the English Channel. And it's no joke. It's actually they've got an architect to work out the damming procedures and how they do it and whatnot. Can you imagine that? Yeah, exactly. That's what you used to do. I'd buy bottled water, sterile, distilled water if I need to. We have here we have is it called sparkling water? They're like a petrol. They're mostly in petrol stations and stuff, and you can pull up and I think it's 4p, 4 pence or 2 pence a litre. The tax, yeah, this. I begrudge paying my water bill if I'm honest, but I'll pay it. It's like having a TV license, isn't it? There's a whole other debate, I guess, non-fish related, but we don't always talk about fish here. The UK is just tax, 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 tax. You know, the real thieves and swines in life are the government. They're supposedly to run your country to help you, but they fleece the system themselves, living a life of rally, while Gina and Dean are at home eating beans on toast. Treated and safe, but I don't trust it to use on my fish. That's why I filter it. Even my hose pipe in my room, that goes through a pond dechlorinator, and outside it's got a HMA filter, which is like a free, takes out the heavy metals, staining, few chemicals, goes through charcoal, active carbon filtration. So I don't mind drinking the water what comes up in this room, if I'm honest, which is still from the tap but filtered. I mean, I often look at what they put in water and I think, how is it safe for humans? I know it's minimal, but still. Small amounts of cyanide. You know, they put this bacteria in it to beat that bacteria in it, and happily, yes. My fish tank water's a lot cleaner than a tap. I don't drink out my tanks, obviously, but I do sometimes take a mouthful of water. Like earlier on, I was siphoning, my thing got stuck, so I had to siphon it with my mouth, and I got a mouthful of salt bran. That wasn't very nice, though. Well, not if it's got a cycle, the full cycle, you know. It's fully cleaned water, if it's getting cycled, if it's getting filtered. The idea of a cycle is to move the excessive nitrates and nitrates and ammonia. It's only like if you was lost in a forest and you saw a little small stream, you always go further down the stream where the water's more filtered, or filter it yourself. It's like people go swimming in the sea and then they go under the water and they get a mouthful of salty water. Just think of all the fish what pee in that sea. Suck starter, yeah. Oh, Greg, I got a mouthful. I got an absolute mouthful. I can still taste the slight. I've brushed my teeth as well, but I've got a slight salty tinge to get in the bran. Should get that on a shirt, suck start. Stream water. But then I wouldn't drink stream water if it was downhill from like a full field of sheep. You're always advised not to. Yeah, it was It was very salty. A little bit of protein. Alright, I need to do something. Let's move that. Oops. Sorry about that. Just need to connect to pipe. Good evening, Lee. I ain't even eaten my dinner yet. I've got chili con carne, but I think I'm going to do some chips or fries. I'm not so fond of rice, if I'm honest. The only right, I like rice when it's from a Chinese, when they've got the chicken fried rice and stuff like that. But I just don't like. If I had to eat any rice, it'd be basmati. Hello, my dears. Hello, it's me, Mrs. Doubtfire. Rice is very cloggy for me. Hello, my dears, it's me, Mrs. Doubtfire. It's always good to see Lee. Lee, Mark, and a lot of the others are all the original YouTubers. My Julie de Chromis have actually bred in that cave. There's eggs in the cave, so I'm leaving them. Considering they're a rock-dwelling species. These I need to find new homes for. Lamprolagus ornitopinnis Zambia. Had free fish for a full tank. The discus are getting, I don't know, little battles, but nothing too heavy, so I'm quite happy with them. Getting to a size now, but we'll be going in a bigger tank, and then I'll have to get something else for that. I don't know what yet, but has anyone ever bought anything but where they've realised they've not clicked pay, and then they go a few days later and they're like, I'm so sure something's due, and then you go and it's still in your basket. I've done that. I've done that on Amazon. But where's my filters? I hadn't fucking clicked pay. Still in my basket. The old-fashioned way, emails. The good old-fashioned way. I still use emails now. All the Julie de Chromis are out feeding. They're not transcripts you're looking at, that's transcripts. These are Kiplii, or Kipili, depending where you're from. I've just put bran in there, so... Yeah, you've done it as well, Joe. Yeah, that's how I found out. Thought, why have I still got £7 in bank? It was for some sponge filter replacements. Right guys, I just need to run to, it's the only thing about having a fish room upstairs. No toilet. All I've got left to water change is this rack. And then my discus tomorrow. Ah, right, I see. God, welcome in. Let me just feed. Just need to finish all this. It seems a waste of bran. The fish some extra food. Bran gives your room life. Your fish room, that is. Don't think my room would be so successful if I didn't. If you're on any social medias, always drop me a link. I'll send anyone a Christmas card, mate. I quite like it, if I'm honest. I'm a big kid at Christmas. It's the month you see the best in me, really. Because one thing I do like, what I like about the most is getting together with family. Well, most of my family, not all, but most. You know, exchanging gifts and whatnot. Plus I'm due some new socks and boxer shorts, Lee. Yes, screenshot it. That's an idea. Hey, I can do that. Hang on. Hey, Bixby. Take a screenshot. There we are. I'll be sending Craig and Belinda one and Phantom and the fish. And the little lizard. Not the spiders though. Ugh. You don't think I had a fear of spiders, and I had 37 tarantulas. That was when I was married to the ex-wife. She was really into bugs and stuff. Portsmouth. I know what you meant, God. Not Portsmouth. Portsmouth. Ah, yeah, Pompey. Pompey, ah, yeah. Do you follow the Pompey League? I've got some family, I've said it to you before, Lee, I've got some family in Pompey. I don't know which part of Portsmouth they live now, though, because they've moved. And then my auntie, what lived in Pompey, she's got terminal cancer. They moved from Pompey to Newquay. Potty-mouth. I can't believe it said the word. Sorry, I've dealt with it. I need to get rid of that StreamYard. Stream element. Yeah, foot cancer. Yeah, she started off with she had a breast removed, Mark, in 2011. Then 3 years later she ended up having to have it, came back out of another breast. And then now she's got it in, I don't know, what is it, in her bone cancer, and it's non-treatable, so she's just living out her days, but she's already exceeded what the expectations was by 2 years so far. So plus, as I'm getting older, Mark, I'm noticing like more and more people what was elderly or older than me. It's everywhere now. Yeah, she's a lovely soul as well. Never ate a fly, do you know what I mean? It's always the good ones, isn't it? You could almost say cancer's racist. Racist in the fact it takes all the good people. Not saying the people what don't get it are bad. I'm pretty sure she's also got, it's in, I don't know what you call it, but it's in her blood, so it's everywhere. So December 2021 was her expectancy to live up to, and she's still going now. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's full bedridden and whatnot, but she's being cared for by my uncle and his daughter and son-in-law. Yeah, my auntie and uncle, they're originally from where he is, Portsmouth. But it scares me because it's very common in my family. I mean, I just had about 3 months ago, I had my prostate and that checked, because I was having waterwork issues. So they ended up doing an examination and they had the camera and all that stuff. You don't know how lucky you are sometimes, you know what I mean? My nana had throat cancer. She died in 1986. She was my rock. She raised 4 kids even though she was in a wheelchair. She had polio. She had in bendy leg, or banana leg, or whatever you want to call it. One leg longer than the other. I think it's why I've got morals, you know, because I was raised round. She never let it, in fact she was in a wheelchair, she never let it affect her, you know. Always strong for 4 kids, because my mum was in and out of a mental health institute. That's not what it was called, like. But yeah, my nana was a lady. She went to church every Sunday, but she swore like a trooper. But she always, she was a proper salt of the earth kind of person. The kind of person I look back at God and I think she made me the person I am today. If it wasn't for her, because God knows where I would have ended up, probably in care. But she stepped up to the plate, and she worked full time. She worked for the phone exchange for the ambulance service. The lady what used to plug that into that in. But she did it it was one job she could do in a wheelchair. But I think that's where I get my morals and respect from. Even though again I swear like a trooper. I don't preach God, I don't preach Jesus or anything like that. I don't disagree with people being Christians and Muslims. It's a free world. If you cut us, we all bleed the same. Yeah, it's a mad one, innit? Leon, you sad? Hello, Wick. Welcome in. I'd say you're still on vacation, but that'd be some vacation if you were still away. I'm not due vacation till March of next year. Then in October, is it Craig? If you're still there, 2026. I'm going over. Me and my wife are going over to Australia to go to Belinda and Craig's wedding. It'll be my first time in Australia, and I've always wanted to. Well, it's a dream. It's anyone's bucket list, Australia, innit? Just like America is, but I'll never get there. But never say never. Got to do what they got to do, Lee. Without these procedures and stuff, they won't never know, would they? My dad had a scare. Home since Sunday, so you've got the holiday blues. Oof. Coming back to reality is always a dull. But let's be honest, no matter how many times and places we always go, home is where the heart is. Ain't no place like home. You'll never get an holiday with the comforts of home. That's why my nan, when we was younger, she always believed in having holidays local in caravan parks, like the traditional British. Never abroad. She always used to say, why you spend your money in England? How times change, eh? And here we are now today. All brought together by the love of fish and all things aquatic. It's a wonderful hobby, but it's always nice when I've fed everything live food. I'm quite content when my fish are all fully fed. Everything's swimming around with a belly full. Even my little baby peacock gobies, they're full of bran. Maybe that's where we get it from. Maybe we are aliens and we just don't know it, Lee. But they've got to do what they've got to do, Lee. Nobody enjoys it. Well, if you enjoy it, you're gay. There's a few of them lifters. Again, I've got an uncle what's gay. I've nothing against it. Whether he likes sausage or whatnot, that's his choice. Just gonna feed some more brown. Not just two, he likes three. He loves the Kit Kat. Four finger fudge. Any kids watching, bung up your ears, please. Beep. He loves the Kit Kats. He loves the old quadra finger up. Gets his Russell the love muscle going. Anyways, back to fish. Oh, you guys crack me up. You're all, do you know what as well? Not just fish. We're all as balmy as each other, and that's what I think. Like I like to say, salt of the F people. My kind of people. Most definitely. A spade's a spade and all that. Could have swabland. I just saw a rare glimpse of my synodontis then. Oh, that joke, it gets me every time. You know, I was raised on, what's his name? Bernard Manning, Benny Hill, Chubby Brown. So I know for a fact that's where I get my nana, even though she was a true Christian, she had such a potty mouth. Right, that's that done. Right, gentlemen and ladies, I'm going to end the live now because I'm going to go finally have my dinner. Chili con carne and chips, fries, depending where you're from. Kevin Will, yeah, proper. Yeah, I've got 2 cats, Lee. I'm a cat lover. I've got 3 cats if you include the one in the box. No worries, guys. Catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of your evening now. If you're going to sleep, or if you're in Australia, have a good day. Lee, get some rest. God, hope the rest of your day is blessed. I will, guys. Take care, Whip. Zombification time again. Yeah, bloody cats to you. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, guys, or morning. Bye.